Welcome to another dramatic episode of the Celeb Report. Y'all, this just took a wild turn. Melody Sherry just delivered the ultimate blow to Martell Holt, and it involves none other than Arionne Curry. But wait, this isn't just another drama-filled moment. This time, there's a secret recorded confession that's about to change everything. What's on that tape, and how will it shake up their messy love triangle? Buckle up, because what I'm about to reveal will leave you shocked. Stay tuned, because by the time you finish watching this, you'll know exactly what's on that tape and why it could be the final straw for Martell Holt. The drama between Melody Sherry, Martell Holt, and Arionne Curry has been unfolding for years, but this latest revelation might be the most explosive yet. Just when we thought things couldn't get any messier, a secret recorded confession has surfaced. One that could expose everything Martell has been trying to hide. For those of you who have been following the saga, you already know that Martell and Melody's relationship fell apart due to his long-term affair with Arionne. But what if I told you that this new recording could change the entire narrative? What if the truth is even worse than we've been led to believe? Stay tuned to find out. Breaking down exactly what's on that recording, who leaked it, and how it could impact not just Martell and Melody, but also Arionne. Stay with me, because we're about to uncover details that no one saw coming. Let's start with how this recording even came to light, because the way it was exposed is just as shocking as what's on it. The first question we need to ask is, who recorded this confession, and how did it get leaked? Let's be real, in situations like this, people don't just accidentally expose themselves. There's always a motive. And in this case, the timing is very suspicious. According to sources close to the situation, this recording wasn't supposed to see the light of day. Some claim it was a private conversation that Arionne had in confidence, while others believe that Martell himself might have been caught off guard, saying things he never intended for the world to hear. But one thing is clear, whoever had this tape was holding on to it for a reason. Rumors started swirling when an anonymous source hinted at some damaging information being passed around. At first, people thought it was just another round of gossip. After all, the Martell-Arionne Melody triangle has been a hot topic for years. But then a snippet of the audio surfaced online. It wasn't long, just a few seconds, but it was enough to send social media into a frenzy. The voice on the recording is allegedly Arionne Curry's, and what she's saying isn't just about her relationship with Martell. It's about things he's done behind closed doors that even Melody may not have known about. This raises a huge question. Was this recording leaked intentionally? And if so, who stands to gain from it? Some fans believe it was Melody's camp, maybe as a way to finally expose Martell for good. Others think it could be someone from Arionne's side, tired of being painted as the villain and ready to shift the blame. Then there's a third possibility. What if Martell himself had something to do with it, trying to control the narrative? The narrative before someone else could take control. Whatever the case, one thing is clear. This recording is just the beginning. Once the full confession was revealed, it changed everything we thought we knew about the situation. And if you think the drama ends here, just wait until you hear what was actually said in that recording. Let's break it down now. Now, let's get into the real tea. What exactly was said in this explosive recording? If the leaks are to be believed, this isn't just another argument or petty drama. This recording allegedly contains Arionne Curry spilling some deep, dark secrets that Martell Holt has been trying to keep under wraps. First, let's set the stage. According to multiple sources, the recording was made during a private conversation. Some say it was between Arionne and a close friend, while others speculate that it was an argument between her and Martell, caught on tape by someone else. Either way, the content of the recording could change everything. So, what did Arionne actually confess to? Let's break it down, piece by piece. One of the most shocking claims from the recording is that Martell Holt has been playing both sides all along, manipulating Arionne while also trying to maintain control over Melody. According to the leaked audio, Arionne admits that Martell constantly fed her lies about Melody, making it seem like he was done with his ex-wife long before their actual divorce. In the recording, Arionne allegedly says something along the lines of, "Martell made me believe she was out of the picture. He told me things about their marriage that I now know weren't even true." This revelation is huge because it confirms what many people have suspected for years. that Martell wasn't just unfaithful, but that he was also actively manipulating both women to maintain power over the situation. He wanted Melody to believe she was the problem, while keeping Arionne convinced that their relationship was real and valid. But here's where it gets worse. This wasn't just about emotional manipulation. One of the most jaw-dropping moments in the recording comes when Arionne reveals that Martell allegedly misled her about his financial situation for years. There have been rumors that Martell was struggling financially after his divorce from Melody, losing access to their joint assets and no longer having Melody's business-savvy leadership, which reportedly took a serious toll on his lifestyle. But according to Arionne, Martell wasn't just struggling. He was broke, bitter, and blaming everyone but himself. In the leaked confession, Arionne supposedly claims, "I thought he had it together, but come to find out, he ain't got nothing." He was acting like he was still that man, but behind closed doors, it was a different story. This is a massive revelation because for years, Martell has portrayed himself as someone who lost everything because of Melody, suggesting that she made things harder for him after their divorce. But if Arionne's words are true, this means Martell has been living a facade, trying to convince people he's still in control while secretly struggling to stay afloat. And let's not forget, this would also mean that Arionne herself was misled. She may have thought she was getting involved with a man who had everything under control, but in reality, she was dealing with someone who was financially unstable and emotionally unpredictable. But just when you think that's bad enough, the recording doesn't stop there. What Martell allegedly told Arionne next might be even worse. Perhaps the most explosive part of this confession is what Martell supposedly told Arionne about Melody after their divorce. If the recording is legit, then Martell wasn't just lying to Arionne. He was still obsessed with controlling Melody's life. Arionne allegedly claims, "He used to sit up and tell me she would never make it without him, that she was only successful because of him, and that eventually she'd come running back." Let's pause for a second and really think about what this means. While Martell has publicly tried to act like he's moved on, if this recording is true, then behind closed doors, he was still bitter, still jealous, and still unable to accept Melody's success. This paints an entirely different picture than what Martell has tried to sell to the public. If he truly believed Melody couldn't succeed without him, then her rising success in real estate, music, and business must have been a major blow to his ego. But here's the kicker. If he was saying all of this to Arionne, what else has he been lying about? Because the more we listen to this recording, the more it becomes clear that Martell Holt has been hiding way more than we ever knew. And if you think the drama ends here, just wait, because what happened after this recording leaked is even more shocking. Stay with me, because the fallout from this confession might just be the final nail in Martell's coffin. If you thought the recording itself was shocking, just wait until you hear how it rocked Martell, Melody, and Arionne's lives after it leaked. This wasn't just some private drama that stayed behind closed doors. Once that audio hit the internet, it triggered a reaction that no one saw coming. Let's break down the aftermath in 3 key parts: Martell's reaction, Melody's response, and how this affected Arionne. Trust me, the fallout from this confession is bigger than anyone expected. Martell Holt immediately went into damage control. The moment the leaked audio started circulating online, Martell knew he had a problem. His name was trending, social media was eating him alive, and bloggers were tearing into every word Arionne allegedly said in that recording. But instead of addressing the situation head-on, Martell did what Martell always does: deflect. According to sources close to him, Martell was furious when he found out about the recording. But not because of what was said, because he got caught. Insiders claim that he immediately started making calls, trying to figure out who leaked the recording and how it got out. But here's the thing, the internet never forgets. Once that audio was out there, it was out there for good. People were already analyzing every word, comparing it to things Martell had said in past interviews, and realizing that a lot of things weren't adding up. Fans started calling him out, demanding answers. If he was truly over Melody, why was he still talking about her so much in private? If he had moved on, why was he still obsessed with controlling how people saw their marriage? And most importantly, why did Arionne feel comfortable enough to make these statements about him in the first place? Instead of directly addressing the allegations, Martell played the victim. In an Instagram live shortly after the leak, he tried to brush off the recording as more lies and gossip, claiming that people were always trying to tear him down. But his tone and body language were clear. He was shaken. Here's the kicker. He never actually denied what was said. He just kept saying people shouldn't believe everything they hear, which, of course, only made people more suspicious. While Martell was scrambling to clean up his mess, all eyes turned to Melody Sherry. If this recording was real, it meant she had spent years dealing with far more manipulation and deception than the public ever knew. But here's where things get interesting. Melody didn't seem surprised. Shortly after the recording surfaced, she posted a cryptic message on her Instagram stories that had fans reading between the lines. It wasn't a direct response, but it said everything it needed to say. Nothing hidden stays hidden forever. The truth always comes to light. Now, let's really unpack this. If Melody already knew what kind of man Martell was, then this recording wasn't exposing anything new to her. It was just confirming what she had already lived through. And honestly, that's a huge moment, because it shows that Melody had been dealing with this much deeper manipulation long before the public ever saw it. While Martell and Melody were reacting to the leak, the impact on Arionne was undeniable. She was thrust into the spotlight, and the attention was only going to get more intense from here. It's probably why Arionne didn't react the way people expected. Instead of going on a rant or calling Martell out directly, she simply let the facts speak for themselves. At this point, she doesn't need to prove anything. Martell is doing that all by himself. But what about Arionne? Because if anyone's reputation took a hit from this, it was hers. Now, let's talk about the woman at the center of all this, Arionne Curry. If this recording is real, it means she finally admitted she was manipulated, and that changes everything. For years, Arionne played the role of the ride or die, the other woman who stood by Martell no matter what. She went on social media countless times defending herself, insisting she was never just a side chick and that her relationship with Martell was real. But if this recording is legit, it proves she was lied to, just like Melody was. The real question now is, did Arionne leak this recording herself? Think about it. Who benefits the most from this coming out? Melody? Not really. She's already moved on. Martell? Definitely not. This makes him look worse than ever. Arionne, now that's interesting. If she leaked this recording, it could mean she's finally realizing she was never Martell's priority. Maybe she's tired of being painted as the villain. Maybe she wants people to see she was manipulated, just like Melody was. Or maybe, just maybe, she's finally getting revenge on Martell for all the years of lies. And honestly, if that's the case, this is just the beginning. Because once a woman realizes she's been played, she stops playing the game. If Arionne is done protecting Martell, then this recording might be the first of many secrets to come. So the real question now is, what happens next? After this, Martell's empire is crumbling fast. If he thought this recording was bad, just wait until people start digging even deeper. And trust me, they will. At this point, the damage has been done. Martell Holt's name is all over social media, and bloggers are dissecting every bit of this scandal. The real fallout is just beginning, and it's clear, Martell has a long road ahead of him. Fans are dissecting every second of that recording, and viewers of Love and Marriage, Huntsville are seeing Martell in a whole new light. But the biggest question now is, what happens next? Because if history has taught us anything, it's that when secrets start spilling, they don't stop. Right now, Martell is in full-blown panic mode, desperately trying to control the narrative, but the truth is, he might not be able to recover from this one. The three biggest ways this recording could completely destroy Martell's reputation, and why this could be the beginning of the end for him. Can Martell survive this scandal? He's been dragged through the mud before, but this time feels different. Why? Because this recording wasn't just gossip, it was proof. For years, Martell has gaslit, denied, and manipulated his way out of accountability. When people called him out for cheating, he said it wasn't that serious. When Melody tried to expose his toxic ways, he said she was just bitter. When Arionne was labeled a side chick, he refused to properly claim her. But now, his own words, through Arionne's confession, are finally proving what people have suspected all along. and fans are not here for it. Social media exploded with reactions, and let me tell you, it was brutal. Martell really thought he could play two women and walk away clean. Now look at him. Melody was telling the truth all along. This man is a manipulator. Wait, so he was broke this whole time? The fallout has only just begun. And if you think this is bad, just wait. Things are about to get worse for him. Here's something Martell doesn't seem to understand. Once the public turns on you, there's no coming back. He spent years crafting this "I'm a misunderstood man" image, but this scandal destroys that completely. If he thought this was just going to blow over, he's got another thing coming. Let's talk about something even bigger. Martell's future. Let's be real, he's already been struggling. His business ventures aren't doing great, his relationship with Melody is non-existent, and his public image is a mess. Now this scandal might be the final nail in his coffin. Let's break it down. As of now, Martell is still a cast member on Love and Marriage, Huntsville, but here's the thing. This show thrives on drama, but even reality TV has its limits. If the backlash gets too big, if fans start demanding his removal, OWN, the network, might be forced to make a decision. Let's be honest, this recording makes him look really bad. It confirms that he's obsessive and manipulative, exposes him as financially unstable, and paints him as still unable to get over Melody's success. And let's not forget, OWN has dropped cast members before. If they feel like Martell is hurting the brand, he could be next. What business deals? Martell has tried to step into entrepreneurship, but let's be real, most of his ventures have flopped. Now, who's going to support a man who just got exposed like this? Women? Nope, they're done defending him. Business investors? Highly unlikely. No one wants to be associated with bad press, and after this, his reputation might be permanently damaged. The truth is, Martell might be facing financial ruin. And here's where it gets even worse. If what Arionne said is true, he was already struggling, and now he might be completely finished. While Martell is over here scrambling to do damage control, Melody is thriving. Let's not forget, this entire situation proves she was right all along. For years, she was called bitter. People said she was exaggerating Martell's toxicity. Some even accused her of trying to make him look bad out of revenge. But now, Martell did that all by himself. And the best part? Melody doesn't have to say a word. She's out here securing business deals, growing her real estate empire, expanding her music career, and getting more support than ever. This recording? It's like karma playing out in real time. While Martell is stuck trying to fix his mess, Melody is winning loudly. And if you ask me, that's the best revenge of all. At this point, Martell is fighting for his public image. But let's be real, he's losing. The internet is dragging him, his reputation is crumbling, and worst of all, this scandal isn't going anywhere. Because now, people are wondering, if this recording exposed this much, what else is out there? Trust me, this is just the beginning. Once a scandal like this breaks, people start digging, and if Martell has more skeletons in his closet, it's only a matter of time before they come out too. So the real question isn't just how does he fix this? Because honestly, he might not be able to. The real question is, what's coming next? And trust me, you'll want to stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.